first of all, it's important to say that whenever you're out and about, cash flow is one of those things which a lot of business owners will sort of own up to. That's the first thing to say. So you wouldn't have somebody say, I've got problems with my finances, or I can't pay bills, or I can't. They don't feel as if you can sort of be honest about that and open about that. But you do hear people say, I've got cash flow problems. So that's kind of a universally accepted phrase to use in the business world. But I don't think a lot of people really know what it means. I think, first of all, you've got to root out what is a cash flow problem. Why are you getting cash flow problems? Why are you persistently having cash flow problems? Because if it's something to do with viability or profitability, that's a totally different subject. But really, cash flow is more about the availability of cash, having funds available. And most of it, and a lot of it, is to do with synchronicity, and that is payments coming in and payments coming out, and they've got to align. For example, when we buy something in, we call this the cash conversion cycle. So when we plough money into our company, into our business, which is just a machine, if we think of it like that, and we start cranking the handle, how long is it before money falls out the other end? So if you're having to pay some heavy bills before that money has fallen out, you've got a cash flow problem. And moving on from that, it can restrict growth. There's certain industries, certain sectors where, for example, recruitment consultants, and we have this a lot with them, they have to pay their staff that they've got on their books weekly. So they've got a weekly cycle, but the people that are paying them monthly. And that's going to hugely restrict your growth. You can only ever take it to the point where you've got enough cash available to pay your staff. So that's a really good example to show you how certain industries can immediately have these sort of cash flow problems. It's what you can do to resolve that, what can be done to free that up.